This video is on the flying saucer. One of the things that's hard for me to believe being from the 23rd century, is that you guys don't already have flying saucers. These things, and I'm sorry I sound sarcastic, but these are like play toy kits for kids in my time where I come from. You've got a kit, comes in, it has all the pieces you put together, and the motor with the spinning fan. The closest thing I can come to is if you've seen the hair dryers, where you've got this big humongous fan, and it blows, and you've got one little outlet for the air, and that's where the air goes through and it blows out. You can bring a high volume of air in through the side, and it's condensed and pushed out the front, and that's how a hair dryer works. So, underneath the vehicle, like a flying saucer, you've got it like this. Let's make a typical flying saucer. Okay. All around the outer edge of this flying saucer are the places where the air is channeled out. Okay. Up underneath, straight up, you got this big, humongous freaking fan. It just spins, drawing air up through the bottom, and all around the perimeter of the flying saucer are all of these little channels where the air can just be pushed out. It's compressed and pushed out all around the perimeter of the bottom of the this is, let me do a bottom view. Okay, to make it more sensible, you've got the fan, and it spins, and then all around the outer edge, the air goes in through the bottom, and then it's compressed, and then it comes out through all these channels, but maybe not this many exactly. So you have to use lightweight materials. And since they're concentrically, placed all the way around the perimeter of the bottom of the flying saucer, as the very powerful fan is just spinning, forcing air up inside the vehicle, pulling it up in, and it's compressed and pushed out all the way around equally. It's like many people standing around the outer edge of the flying saucer. This is a bottom view. This is the bottom. And lifting the flying saucer with the same amount of energy being exerted all the way around, equally. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Yeah, you got a little bubble like your typical flying saucer. And then movement comes when you channel more or less air through certain groupings of these so that you can move through the air. Not very fast moving. You probably have to have extra ports on the side. No, but the kits themselves aren't that complex, where you could shoot out air in one certain side a little bit at a time so that you don't topple the flying saucer. But you know what I'm saying? You've got air that comes out here, and it's all around the perimeter. It's like the air is coming out here like this on these at an angle, see, away from the vehicle. So the air being pushed down doesn't just get sucked right back up into the vehicle. But then if you add to this on an actual life-size scale of a flying saucer, the anti-gravity technology I've been trying to get you guys to work towards, to make the vehicle even lighter, then you find that it's even easier to do. Other ways that you could do it, it wouldn't be as clean or as efficient or anything like that, but you could just use your jet technology. Air comes up through the center of the vehicle, is pulled out by the big fan, and then out all these openings all the way around at an angle down, all the way around. You would ignite the fuel along with the air that's being pushed up in there as the air is being blown out the outer perimeter. This is a bottom view. This is a side view. Hoping this makes enough sense. I'm sure that the experts are getting this and saying, "Oh yeah, that's cool." You pull the air up in. You have all these very, very narrow openings and, gosh, what do you call them? Channels, or cylindric-like. And this is where the igniting of the fuel could take place, and equally all the way around. Wouldn't take very big. They're probably about maybe that round, that much diameter, maybe about an inch and a half in diameter, all the way around the vehicle, depending on the size of the vehicle, of course. There's economies of scale in here, just like everything else. Economies of scale. This isn't exact. This is just rough draft. You know, like I've always said, I can't give you exact figures. I can only describe to you what I know I've seen in the future. Can't give you exact stuff. I'm not the one who makes these things. I just, you know, have to be able to, you know, get them in the stores like you guys do and mess around with them. But kids in the 23rd century are playing with things like this. Small little engines that you can get that are turbo engines. They're not toys. All the things that you guys are using in your spacecraft and for military purposes are toys. And so it's just funny to me. So anyway, enough of that. And I'm just stop talking to you guys. I miss it very bad. That's why I'm doing it. I'm no better than you. I just miss this stuff, you know, because I